Hey everyone, how's it going? Has anyone here ever had important data that was backed up to a computer external drive and the data wasn't there when you needed it? I'm Mark at RRGC, and today I'm going to quickly show you step by step a better solution and how you can build your own home server and even use your old computer for it. Alright everyone, so here we have my old budget gaming computer, and we're just going to take a look right here, just kind of going to repurpose this, show you everybody can do something like this, and it'll be a nice compact setup. It was once labeled as a GameCube ironically, but we are going to get ready to break this down and assemble this, and we can show you how to assemble your own DIY server. Now, as we go through this teardown here, I just wanted to say thanks to everyone for checking out my first video. Right now, things are going very smoothly during this teardown, but I'm sure that won't last. This is one of what I hope to be many, and I wanted to try to choose something practical for my first upload, and honestly, I hope you all enjoy it. Briefly update everyone here. Since this thing's no longer going to be a gaming computer, I figured we might as well give this thing a nice fresh coat of paint. I actually got some Ultra Cover paint and primer. It is gloss black, so hopefully that'll give this a nice stealthy look. Okay, just to update, gonna go through, get ready to sand all this down and give it a nice fresh coat of some gloss black paint. It is paint and primer, so that should make our lives a little easier. And I've got some sanding blocks right here as well. All right, everyone, just a little side note here. Something that always annoyed me about this case was I hated the way the logo was. So I've gone ahead and I've actually got that pretty flat here with a rubber mallet. I use this block as well, and everything seems pretty flush and flat. Hey everyone, just to recap here. I've got everything sanded, fairly smooth, cleaned down with some isopropyl alcohol, and we are ready to start painting in just a moment. Okay, we are back here, everyone. I have let everything dry overnight. We are finally going to be able to rebuild this computer. So let's get back to our server build. Now, to give a quick brief rundown, let's just go over what we've got here. As you can see, we've got the case frame right there. Since it's nice and modular, we can just go ahead and put that together as we go. It's really easy to work in. And over here, we have our assembled motherboard. I'm going to pop the CPU cooler off with you guys in just a moment, and we're going to go ahead and change that thermal paste. On that, we also have 16 gigabytes of 3600 megahertz RAM. This is Samsung B-Die memory, way overkill for this setup. And then we've got our stock Wraith Stealth cooler. And underneath we have a Ryzen 1700 with a standard B450 ITX motherboard. And over here, we've got our power supply. I have not set this up in the case. I got this unit so we could actually hook up enough drives in the future. At the moment, I've got two 8 terabyte NAS drives and then 2 old hard drives just for some extra storage that I can use for now until things get up and going a little better. Okay, so we've got that cooler off there. Definitely a good time for some new paste. And yeah, this CPU is probably a little overkill for the task, but we're repurposing an old computer. All right, just gonna go ahead and use some Arctic MX4. Seems about right. Okay, hit a little roadblock here, everyone. I completely forgot that this case has room for 2 3.5 hard drives and 2 2.5 hard drives. So I've got this bracket here that I used to use in another case. It fit 2 over top. I'm thinking gonna drill some holes and put some standoffs over here, and hopefully this will work out. Seems like that should fit nicely. Stay tuned. Okay, so just to briefly interrupt, I went to see how this fits. The bracket works out fine, but got a little bit of the case in the way here. You can see I've marked it. I'm gonna go hit that with the Dremel and we'll be right back to get this build done. So after a little bit of work here and a little bit of cutting, I now have these 2 extra full-size hard drives in here. And honestly, I was just being a little lazy, so I threw a little Gorilla Tape on the cut just so it doesn't slice my hands or anything while I'm in there. So let's get back to getting this thing built. And last but not least here, I almost completely forgot we do have the graphics card. I would like to have acceleration for a Jellyfin media server. We can talk about that in a future video potentially, but I figured let's use it while I have it, and it supports most modern formats. And now it is finally time for the power supply. So let's get this underway. Hopefully we can get some decent cable management. I was not too impressed with the cables that are with this one here, but it is modular, so we can at least try to reduce the amount of cables that are unnecessary. We do not have to use them all, as you can see right here. So everyone, here we have it. We have finally fully assembled our personal server, built right out of an old gaming computer. This has been my first video and quite an adventure. I was hoping this would be nice and quick, but if you liked, hit that like button and give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more content like this, I'm hopefully going to have more coming up in the near future, so hit that subscribe button. Leave a comment if you have any input to give, and hopefully we'll see you next time.